If you're writing a book in November, please, please, please don't do these things. Now, we all know by now, maybe this is news to you, that NaNoWrMo or National Novel Writing Month, which those of us in the nonfiction space know as NaNoWriMo or NaNoWriMo, is defunct. Unfortunately, the organization folded. Apparently, based on what I could surmise, it's because they supported AI in the creative writing space, and there was some other just kind of like mismanagement, miscommunication. That organization was around since 1999, and it was something I look forward to every year, gearing up for November, supporting people that wanted to accomplish a big writing goal in November. And it's a bummer. It's a bummer that it's gone, but you know what? The writing goes on. And in this video, I am going to set you up for success if you want to write a book or accomplish a big writing goal in November. But before I do, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss this goodness. So do that right now before we jump in, and let's get to it. Hi, I am Stacey Ennis. I am a book strategist and coach. I've been in the publishing industry for 16 years. I've impacted well over 100 books, not impacted, like directly contributed, had my hands in more than 100 books, and I have influenced and impacted thousands of authors throughout my 16 years in the industry. And I am so excited to get to bring all that knowledge to you to help you achieve your goal in November or later if you're watching this later. So first of all, first things first, don't just start writing and hope it works out. Please don't do this. That's a bad idea. Now in fiction, there's this concept known as pantsing. And the idea there is that you just kind of like show up and write by the seat of your pants. Maybe that can work for fiction, and not just maybe, certainly that works for some fiction authors. In nonfiction, you need an outline. You need it. It's a necessity, especially if you're writing a book that's part of your big vision. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to create a super detailed outline like I teach. I teach authors to create an outline that's between 15 and 20 pages typically. It's a powerful map. It is incredibly supportive to enable you to write. But if that doesn't resonate with you, I would encourage you to outline to the level your brain needs. So what you're looking for is deep clarity around the core message of your book, a really clear understanding of the structure, deep understanding of your one reader that's representative of your larger reader group, and a map for your book, a map to write. That's what a great outline should provide. Next is don't try to just write a day or two a week and accomplish your goal. A lot of people think that they need like 4-hour blocks once or twice a week to write their books. And the truth is that that just not only is not backed by neuroscience in how we can access creative flow, but it's also so easy for life to take over and for you to not be able to accomplish your goal. Instead, what I would like you to do is to show up every day. So might be 7 days a week. If you really want to accomplish a big goal in November, you might need to show up 7 days a week. But probably at minimum, you're going to need to show up during weekdays or about 5 days a week. Next, don't set an arbitrary goal. You don't have to decide to write a whole book in November just because somebody in 1999 said that was a good idea. Instead, what if you set a goal that's really resonant and achievable for you? So for example, maybe you want to write your book outline in November. Based on how I coach, that is a really reasonable goal. It's something you could accomplish by the end of the month. And if you really wanted to push yourself, maybe you could also try to write part of the first chapter or the first chapter. That would be pretty intense, but you could do it. Or you could pick something else that's important to you. So maybe you don't want to write the whole book, but maybe you want to write 25% of the book. Normally, I'm coaching authors to write about a chapter every 2 weeks. So that would be pretty intense. Let's say you write 1 chapter a week. That's 4 chapters. You have a maybe 10 chapter book, let's say. You're not quite halfway. Maybe you need to turn up the intensity a little. But let me just say again, you're going to need an outline to accomplish that. My point is that bring intensity. I think intensity is great, especially if you have a big goal and you want to see some momentum around it. But don't just take a goal somebody else gave you. Create a goal that's resonant with you, that's achievable, and that you will complete. Next is don't go it alone. You don't need to go it alone. I know that in the movies, authors go to cabins and they're just like by themselves and they're moody and they get stuff done. In reality, we know that when you have scheduled accountability, you're 96% more likely to achieve your goal. So that means having a date on the calendar with somebody is going to increase your likelihood of success manyfold. What could that be? That could be a peer who has a similar goal as you. It could be an author community like my author influence circle. We're actually running a challenge for November to support our authors on their goals that they decide on. It could look like a writing group that you join or a coaching program. It could look like working with a private coach like me. So whatever that looks like for you, find a buddy or a bunch of buddies to do this with. And lastly, don't give up. You can do it. It's just 1 month. It's one goal. You can accomplish this goal. Go after it. If you miss a day, you know what? Brush yourself off. Get back on the horse. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. That's it for today. I hope that was really helpful for you, especially if you have a big goal in November that you are trying to work toward. Be sure to like this video. Leave a comment, by the way, if you have something you'd like me to record a video about or talk about in the future. And don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss all of this goodness.